Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Jacob Trent from Israel Tav Ministries. Hope you're doing good today. This is one of the first videos that we've got. We're going to release a couple of them at the same time, just so it's not really weird, I guess. I don't know. None of us have ever done this, so we're just going small. Um, Going small is kind of the way we were thinking we could lead into this whole thing. This is Xander. Show Xander. Yeah, maybe we'll get extra likes for Xander. Who knows? The world's a funny place. Um, Today we wanted to talk about duality between the difference between the perception of what's right and what's wrong, and what's good and what's evil, what's left and what's right, and what's up and what's down. And one of the ways that we kind of wanted to introduce this was by talking about really the human body, the man, the person that you are, that I am, that we all are. You aren't this body. This isn't me. This is something that kind of resembles me. Um, I'm full of feelings and thoughts and ideas, and some of them good, some of them bad. But what I do on them is what's good and what's bad, and my purity in thinking that is really what's good and what's bad. It's not the action in itself or anything like that. So when I get up in the morning, because I'm this, I decided to put on a hoodie. It's cold outside. I feel cold. Based on a feeling, I put on something warm. Or if it's hot, I just go down to the wife beater, just whatever. All the things that make you you, your thoughts, your feelings, your perceptions, you wear these every day as clothes. You wear them in your tattoos, the way that you walk, the way that you speak. Um, Everything that you do isn't necessarily you doing it. This body going out and doing it is more of a result of you deciding that you're going to do it. It's a result of your imagination and your willpower coming together and expressing itself. There's nothing that's good or bad in itself. If you look in the Bible, plenty of people killed people and God still loved them. But if you go and kill somebody, then something about hell and burning for eternity and stuff like that. And while I do think that's a very misunderstood concept, I do think it would be wrong for me to just, out of lust or pride or envy or whatever, just get up and go kill somebody out of want, out of something that I don't need. If I shot a man because I needed drugs, if something accidentally happened because I was robbing a store, these would be terrible for me. If I just wanted to go out and just feel what it was like to hurt somebody, that's not good. To me, I mean, what you do is what you do your thing. But to me, I can't go out and do something based on a want like that. Now, if I saw the opportunity to kill Hitler in the time, maybe, who knows? But would that really be something evil? If in the middle of the World War you were the guy that slayed Hitler and got out of Germany, you'd have been heralded as a hero. Heralded. I read the word once. I never heard anybody say it, so my bad. Um, but the point being, good and evil aren't really something that exists. It's the perception of what's going on that exists. The purity of the thought, the emotion, the action, that's what really exists, and that's what's important. If you look at somebody who's got a tattoo on their face and you think that's an ignorant dude, well, you're pretty ignorant in yourself to think that, because Kevin Gates is a really, really smart guy. Lil Wayne is a really, really smart guy. And, you may not really like some of the stuff that they do, but they've made a lot of money doing it. They've actually got the attention of a whole lot of people. They've said a whole lot of things, and a whole lot of people have listened. They've really affected the culture because they are intelligent people. And if you listen to the way they talk, I talk like this, you don't really be listening to what I say because you can't really understand it anyways, and it doesn't really make sense to you. Or, if you think that because of my position, there's a dishwasher at Pizza Hut, and his opinion's just as important as the guy who's running the place, in my opinion. But the guy who's running the place It's just like, you're a dishwasher, dude. Shut your face. You don't know what's going on. And this is the world we live in. To me, that doesn't exist. I can find wisdom from anywhere. Sometimes the guy who's holding up all the weight on the pyramid is the guy you want to take care of because, well, he's holding up all the weight. So I really wish people would kind of look at this in their lives and really see things that may or may not strike you as good or bad or right or wrong, and give that an opportunity. Kind of look past that. If you could look at that situation all over again from the very first time, or for the very first time, could you reinterpret that to something better? Can you make something that would just be two strangers passing, kind of not looking at each other, into a friendly opportunity to, make a friend? Or just turn it into something better than what it is, rather than the thoughts and the impressions that you have already. If you look at a situation that you fear and your goal is to get over that fear, well, then you've got to be put in that situation. If you don't even want to get over that fear, then that's when you start to die a little bit inside, when you don't live anymore. We live in a world where we're scared of the mailman and we worship the boogeyman. And all the girls are walking around with knives or guns, or just we're completely following after these terrors that we've made up in our mind and we've thought about and we've seen over and over again. Or we're going after our lust because pornography is a great thing, or just whatever it is that we go after. If you don't see somewhere in your life where you want that to go away, if you don't see where you want to overcome that, you never will. And your children never will, and their children never will. They won't know how. We've got to stop the cycle that we're living in. We can't go on living the way that we are. And we can't wait for a government to put in a new law, because that doesn't fix anything. Ask Chicago how gun laws work. We have to do this ourselves. We have to change our culture. And part of changing our culture is telling the people in charge that they're wrong and not following them and not choosing that easy, convenient path. We all like that we can go to Walmart and get everything we need at one spot. But then when we walk around downtown, we talk about how sad it is, all the stores closing. But then we go back to Walmart. So where is it that we will give up our convenience for what's right? Where is it that we will not try to step on somebody to get ahead ourselves? I've met a whole lot of fair drug dealers and a whole lot of crooked bankers. And if that doesn't tell you something, then I implore you, take a look around. Please open your eyes. If you have anything that you'd like to add, if you want to collaborate on anything, if there's some part of this motion that strikes at you, please message me, israel.tab.ministries.com. We'd love to hear from you, and if there's anything we could do to work together and make this grow, we'd love to. So, assalamu alaikum, peace of the Lord be on you, all that other good stuff. God bless, and thanks for checking it out.